Hey all. Uh, First of all, thank you to everybody that's watched the Wet Parade and for the incredibly generous response. It's so nice to see so many people come back. I wasn't sure that anybody would even care that I posted a video after like essentially a year. I did do short little daily things in May, but that was really great. And the consensus seemed to be that a little like vlog catch up would be just fine for everybody. So we're going to give this a try, and I'll do it the way I did for members when I had a membership on the channel. So essentially today is Wednesday. First of all, I'm Two Martini Stitcher. I guess I should say that out of practice. I'm Two Martini Stitcher here on YouTube and Instagram, and this is my Flosstube channel, which is going to be much more laid back than it had been previously. But it'll be fun. We'll just hang out and talk stitching a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I will like record little clips every other day, every third day or so, and then every week, 10 days, whatever, I'll kind of squish them all together and post them. So that's what we're going to go with for now. You can give me feedback on how that's working. So it's the 4th. It's Wednesday, January 4th. And it's a new year of stitching. So I want to show you what I've been working on the past few days. I got a couple things in the mail. I picked up a little magazine thing at Joann's yesterday. So I thought we'd check in and chat stitching for a little bit. I did have a New Year, New Start. I started on the 1st, Sunday the 1st, Heartstring Sampler, a Hope Song. This was a kit in... what's the Facebook group? Needlework samplers. If I remember, I'll put it in the description box. There's a Facebook group that does exclusives like every other month, every third month, with designers. They get kitted up at a local needlework shop, and you order through them. So this one was done by Beth Twist of Heartstring Samplery and was kitted up. You ordered it from Acorns and Threads. I loved it. I thought that the little saying was perfect for a January start for me. The first, though, we did just tons of family games, and I got a pitiful start on this. My plan is to stitch on this the first of every month and get it done during the year. So I'd finish it in January, which I did with After the Rain last year, and that worked great. So I'm going to have to do a little more stitching on it next month to get caught up, because this is like... that's it. That's the most pathetic little start, but it's okay. It started because this came as a kit. It came with all the flosses. There's some overdyes and some DMCs. And so I'm doing it with all the called for. And this is Vintage Country Mocha Linen. I think it's a 36 count. On here, I think it calls for, oh no, 36. Yeah. Yep, 36 count, and it's not too big, so I should be able to finish this up this year, no problem. And you could get the kit. Oh, you can see the little board it's finished on. I think it's her husband that makes these, or a local woodworking artist made these out of a tree that fell on their property, I believe. I'm pretty sure I'm not making that up. So you could buy just the kit, or you buy the kit with the finishing board. And I got it with the finishing board, which shipped separately a little later, and it just came in the mail. So let's open that up. I figured we'd just open it up together. I've bought a couple of these exclusives in the past year. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous it is. Oh, and it comes with a whole... like, not just the board, it comes with cardboard and batting and trim. Oh, hello. Look how beautiful this is. This is pretty. Oh, how pretty is this going to be hanging up? It smells so nice. Okay, wow. That's even, I thought it was just getting the board, but instructions and all the things. When you get all the things to do the finishing. Okay, so that was New Year, New Start. I mentioned in my whip parade that Whip Go was going to be the bulk of the focus of my stitching this year. So I did 2 Whip Go boards. I did one of my large pieces, and there's 12 of them on there. I think I really have like 14 maybe large pieces, but I put 12 of them on there, each in 2 spots. So they'll each get called twice throughout the year. And then I did a second Whip Go board of medium pieces, and there's 24 of my medium pieces on there. And my plan is, so I'll have a medium and 2 mediums and 2 large projects called each month. So this month, I think 6 and 12 were called. So for 6, my medium piece is Peace on Earth. And so my plan is, with the first number, I'm going to spend 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, on my medium piece, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on my large piece, and then the weekends will be Farewell to Anger. And each call will get 2 weeks of that rotation. So I spent 2 days on Peace on Earth, and it was not a good 2 days of stitching. Monday night, I had to move my oldest daughter back to school. They started school on Tuesday her university started again on Tuesday, so I had to move her back to school on Monday night. And then last night I needed to go down to the dance studio. I work for the dance studio where my middle and my youngest danced, and now the middle's in college. So where the youngest still dances. I do a lot of bookkeeping and send out assessments and do all the registration for the dance team. It's a very large dance team. There's about 100 dancers on the team. So it's a part-time plus a little bit job, which I can do the bulk of from home, but I do have to go down occasionally because there's checks I need to drop off and stuff I need to do down at the dance studio. So I had to do that last night. So it's been all that to say, it's been a sad 2 days of stitching. And I had to do a little frogging. So, but I'll show you where I am on Peace on Earth after these 2 days. So this is Peace on Earth. I did get this snowflake up here done. What I figured I would do would be like a strand of white and then a strand on the house. So I did this snowflake here. And then I came over, I had some of these bricks done, and I came in to do the grout, and there was no difference between the colors. I'll show you what is called for. So the bricks are called for in Gentle Art Copper. That's Gentle Art Copper. And the grout is called for in, it's on this ring, Rose Garden. So here are Copper and Rose Garden together. But look at the cover photo. Like, look how light the bricks are and how dark the grout is. And my copper is not that light at all. There's some at the end. There's a bit at the end here that's light. And I think either their skein was all this light color as opposed to this color, or they fussy cut it, which would be annoying that they didn't say they fussy cut it. So I started doing the grout in the called for Rose Garden, and you couldn't see the bricks at all. It was just looking like a muddled mess. So I thought, well, I'm going to need a lighter color like that for the bird. I'm going to need that lighter color. So I took this lightest color of my copper skein and I matched it up to my DMC card, and it looked like 3712, which I didn't have. So I stopped at Joann's yesterday when I was down. There's one right by the dance studio. And I picked up 3712. And then when I got home, it didn't look quite like this, but then I went into my stash and found this Fiberlicious that I have, Rambling Rose, that look how pretty close that is. It's pretty close. It's pretty good, right? So here's the current plan. For the rest of this house, I'm going to go ahead and do the bricks in my copper, but I'm going to make sure that I'm only using the dark. Like, I'm not going to use this little bit of light at the end. I'm just going to use all this dark, and I'm going to do the grout. I'm doing the grout in this Rambling Rose, and that seems to be working better, don't you think? So the grout is light, but the bricks are dark, which is the opposite of how it is on the cover photo, but I think that's okay. And then when I get up to the cardinal, I will just flip the symbols so that I'm using the lighter and then this darker part of the copper. Or I actually might just find a different color that looks like that, more like that. So that's my plan. So I ended up doing, when this wasn't working, I ended up doing some windows, and I did more of the white down here, which you can't quite see, but trust me. But it's not a stellar 2 days of progress, but I feel like we have it sorted now, and hopefully next Monday and Tuesday will be better stitching days on this. I'm not expecting that. I think that there are some medium projects that in 4 days I might be able to get done, but not necessarily all of them. Okay. Oh, 24/7. I have been working on Star Sprite. The first 25 minutes, half hour of the past few days. And made a little, so I'll show you. I may not show you this every time because it won't be a lot of progress, but I filled in this granny square and I brought the white of the border down and started filling in that granny square. You really can see this white outline in person. It doesn't always show up on camera that well on this fabric, but there we go. So that's my progress on Star Sprite. So today, my large project in my number 6 spot is the 2018 Fragments in Time. Ew, I'm very excited. I'm hoping to get good progress on that in the next 3 days. Okay, the only other thing I wanted to show y'all, I did also get my Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month. I'm in her... I get fabric each month from Brandy and from Color and Cotton. I do not need any more fabric, but I cannot bring myself to give up the spot in either of these groups. I'm currently getting 36 count in both of them, but I am seriously considering emailing Brandy and going back to 32. Ooh, honey. This is not an exclusive color, but this is a good color. I have a piece of 32 that I think... I have something on. I have something on a piece of 32, but I don't have this in 36. Not pretty? I'm getting fairly, I mean, it's not bright light, but I'm getting fairly decent light in from the kitchen window. So there's Honey, 36 count Honey from Be Stitch Me. And then when I went to Joann's yesterday to pick up that skein, they had up by the register like 25% off books and magazines, and I had to wait in line. There's one person at the register, which is fine, but it meant I picked this up. It's Annie's Cross Stitch, which I've never seen, and it's year-round cross stitch ornaments. It retails for $10, and I think I got it for like $6.50. So that seemed good to me because as I was flipping through it, I thought I knew I just recognized some of these designers, so I'll do a really quick flip through for y'all. So they have spring, summer, autumn. I'll just show you a few that I really like. Okay. This one is Doreen Jones, Feathered Friend. Look how good that is. That's one of the spring. I like that one a lot. There were just a few in here that I was like, oh, I like some of these. There's a bunch of eggs. Those are kind of cute. Some florals. I'm not as much of a spring stitcher. There's a Loohoo stitches in here. This one I just thought was cute, by Jeannie Jenkins. I'd be crabby and blue if I didn't have cross stitch too. That's kind of funny. That little blue crab. This one I thought is good. I don't know this designer. Seems like a Ukrainian or Russian name, but look at that black hat. I would do him. He's cool. Is that button eyes? Little button eyes? That's cute. Oh, it says Autumn Cat. That's cute. I would make that for Sarah. I liked this one too. Amy Baker Barefoot Needle Art, Haunted Pumpkin. Just because it's a blue pumpkin. Like, that's different with that cute owl. I liked that. This is cute. A Wee Bit Wicked. Figured a lot of people might like that one. There's a Quaker pumpkin that's kind of cool. And then I thought this one was kind of neat. This one on the cover. That one. And then this one is by Kathy Haberman, Hands on Design. And I really liked this one, Yuletide. Just because it's, you know, Yule and not just Christmassy. But I thought that was really cute. I liked that. So that was a total, like, spontaneous purchase. Oh, and then Tiny Modernist has a cute little cabin in the woods. Cabin in the woods. So, what's that? You guys like my water bottle? These are all stickers from, matter of fact, some came in the mail. I think these were a year-end gift. So these are by an artist called Wander and Flux. She does, I'll put her Instagram down below. She does the most amazing carved mugs, hand carved mugs, painted and carved mugs that someday I'll be able to, I'll spring for one. They're spendy, as they should be, because I'm sure they take hours and hours to paint and carve. But I'm a patron of hers on Patreon, and she does a sticker each month of her. Look at that cat in the mushrooms. Amazing. That turtle. This is not hers. That's from Michigan. But these all are. This fox with the clear background, like he's going into like a portal or something. Amazing. But I'm a Patreon at like a level where I get a sticker each month. And then she sent these as, look at all those blue-footed boobies. I think it was just like a little end of the year. Thank you for supporting me. How cute are those? I already have a blue-footed booby on my water bottle though. If anybody wants these, let me know. Just say, I want the stickers, and I'll pop the stickers in the mail to you. This is her name, Wander and Flux. Check out our mugs. They're amazing. Okay. That's it. That's all I got. It's kind of long for a quick little vlog, but it's been a few days. So I will check back either tomorrow or, I don't know, maybe my parents are coming tomorrow evening. So I'll try to pop in Friday or over the weekend. But TBH, it might not be till Monday because my parents are coming into town for a few days. So, all right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to me. Another clip for the vlog. And it's been like almost a week because my parents were in town and we were just really busy. They were only here for 3 days. So today is Tuesday, January 10th. And my parents came in last Thursday. They came in late at night. They were here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and took a red eye out on Sunday. So it was a quick trip, but it was really, really great to see them. I had not seen my dad since June of 2019 when he came out for my oldest daughter's graduation. So it was really great to see them. I wish it had been a little longer, but we made the most of the 3 days. So there was no vlogging. There was a little bit of stitching because they go to bed earlier than we do, especially because they came from the East Coast, so they had time change. So I want to pop in, want to show you what I've been working on the last week and a little bit of plans, and I have gotten some packages. I apparently ordered myself a few things right around Christmas, and they've come in. Okay, so I can't remember where I was when I last vlogged. I probably should have looked. I feel like I vlogged on Wednesday or Thursday of last week. So I know that I showed you Peace on Earth, and I think that might have been it. I might have only shown you my new start and Peace on Earth. So I have one more day. I'll show you where I am on Peace on Earth because I worked on that last night, and I'll work on it one more time, and then that'll be it for the Whip Go call. But here's where I am now. Last night I did some more white in the snowfield and did all of the grout in the house. So I'm hoping tonight to finish the house and get some more snow done, and then that'll be it. I wish that I could say that this would be close enough to a finish to put on my close to a finish list, but it's not. It's not going to be. This will have to get finished probably next year because I don't know that it'll come back out, but there's Peace on Earth. I swear that these white stitches show up better in person than they are on camera, but so one more night tonight, and I'm hoping to get that house all done, and maybe a little more of that. If I could get the house and the rest of that snowfield done, whew, that'd be amazing. Okay, 25/7, which I didn't do over the weekend, but I did Thursday, Friday, and yesterday, is on Stars Bright, and this is where I am on that. So I finished bringing this frame down and worked on filling these blocks in. As soon as I finished filling these 2 blocks in, I had some of this purple on my needle, and so I also finished out these words that are in that same purple. So I'll do these 2 blocks, and then that will be, there's a partial granny square on this page, but I'll just leave that, and then I'll fill in the rest of this page, which is there's a branch and then the other bird, portion of the other bird. So that's where we are on Stars Bright. That's the work I did on that. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of last week, I worked on Fragments in Time. I didn't get as much time as I wanted, but I did get some. And this is where I got to on Fragments in Time. So I managed to finish this whole section. And I think when I started, I had, let me see, I had the border in and like maybe like half of the doodads on the border. So now this block is all done. So I'm gonna work on this. I need to finish this middle border here isn't totally done. I'm going to finish this middle border and extend the top border out and get started on this square up here. So that's where I'm headed next this week, and this will get 3 more days, and I'd really love to finish out, like get more border done and finish a whole nother block. We'll see. Let's see which one it is. It will be block 2, because that house had a lot of stitching in it. Did I actually do these in the right order? Oh, I should put my glasses on. I thought this said number 1, but it's number 4. Okay, so number 2 is this one with initials and year. Ooh, that's tricky, isn't it? And the initials, the letters are on the free border that you use. So I'll probably just put EM because M's always a big letter. And so there's not a lot of times space for 3 when you have an M. But this is maybe a little less stitching. The question is, what should I put for the date? Should I put 2018 because it was the 2018 fragments in time? That's a little misleading. 2022. I don't know that this will finish this year. So maybe I'll put 202. Just 202. I don't know. Tell me what you think I should put for year. Although I may have already stitched it by the time this goes up. So that's fragments in time. I got 3 days last week. I'll get 3 days this week. And then over the weekend, I did manage to put in like 400 and some odd stitches in Farewell to Anger. So this is where I got to on Farewell to Anger. And I managed to I stayed up past my bedtime on Sunday night to finish up this diagonal. So I got this diagonal done. This down here, it was like 12:15. I was like, I only have 15 stitches left, but it was like 7 different colors. So, but I stayed up and did it. So there's where I am on Farewell to Anger. So even with family in town, it's been a pretty good, like 4 or 5 days of stitching. I did get email for Michelle. Michelle is doing an Ink Circles round robin in her Patreon group. So exciting. So the idea is, since Ink Circles, a lot of them are mandalas, and you stitch essentially the same thing like 4 times, just turned in the 4 different quadrants. And Michelle doesn't like stitching the same thing multiple times, and a lot of people actually don't. So the idea is she put us in groups of 4. We all picked an Ink Circles. I think it had to be less than 150 by 150. That could be split into 4 equal sections. And then we're each going to stitch 1 section on each chart. So I picked After the Roses because I'd already started this. So essentially I started up here. So I'm going to stitch this one, and then I'm going to send it to someone, and they're going to stitch this section, and then this section, this section. When it comes back to me, it'll be done. And I get to stitch a quadrant on all of their charts, which will all be different. How fun, right? So our first mail date is the end of March, which means I have to find time. I have a decent start on this, but somewhere in my plans, I need to find time to get the rest of this done, so it may come out towards the end of the month because I have a couple extra days at the end of the month. This might be where I put it in and see if that's enough or not. But we may see some After the Roses stitching. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Do we want to see what came in the mail? Let's do this first because I'm losing the light. Cedar River linen. I got my order of linen from Jody. I am so excited. I cut the tape so I could get into the box easy because it's so beautifully packaged. So I got one of her little cedar hangers, which I'm going to put in my closet with my knits. Although she said that this hole here is 2 inches in and 2 inches up, so you could actually even use this as a quarter square. But that's going with my knits. Little thank you note. And I splurged, and I think I got one of almost every single color. They're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm sure I got 36 in everything. So this is 36 count red cedar. Her fabrics, y'all. Oh my God, this is so gorgeous. I kind of want to order a yard of this and restart that Seeds of Friendship on this fabric. Look how stunning that is. Okay, we need to look at this quick while I still have the light. Sun's going down quick. This is 36 count overcast, just like it is here. Look at that. That is a pretty, just, look at that taupe. It's just a really lightly modeled gray. Oh, this might become my new favorite linen, y'all. Okay, there's more. Of course there is. I think I didn't get the one that was almost white, which I now regret. Okay, this is a boreal, 36 count a boreal. Can you even look at this green? Oh. It's so good. Oh, I'm dying. I want to find stuff to start on this. Okay, and then this one, I know what I'm using it for because this is that same color in an 18 count Ada. And the new Heartstring Samplery, the one that goes with Whip It Good, but is about frogs that just came out. It's going on this with the sulky. That's what I'm going to use this for. But I went ahead and got like a fat quarter because like, of course. Oh, it's so good. This is like an army camo green. And the Ada doesn't have as much modeling, I don't think, as the linen does. But look how good that is. Y'all, this is like the most perfect neutral. This is the neutral gray of my dreams. And this color. Tell me, should I restart Seeds of Friendship on this? I don't have much. Oh, I do have that. I do love the fabric it's on, but it called for, and we received Weeks Dye Works Aztec Red, and I just couldn't stitch on that fabric, even though they gave it to us. I'm gonna de-stash it, but this is pretty good. I mean, this would be a good approximation for Aztec Red. Or I could use this for something else because it's amazing. All right. And her turnaround time has been good. Because, I mean, I ordered the day she opened. But go get you some Cedar River linen. Okay, I also did get my color on cotton. I don't know if this is January or December. Because it's awfully... This must be the December club shipment. I guess it could be January. Ooh, pewter. Ooh, this is nice. This is like a bluish gray. That's a nice color. I mean, it looks like pewter. Oh yeah, I'll be able to use that. Color and cotton. And when I stash these, I cut this out and staple it to the salvage rather than leave it in the plastic. I don't know if that really matters. Okay, and then the rest of my haul is yarn. Yarny haul, yarny goodness. Because in all honesty, I'm not actually buying that much cross stitch stuff because I have so much stuff in stash. But I'm definitely still adding to my knitting stash, which I am going to film a knitting like finish and whip parade, which will be pretty short for last year because it is kind of my extra. Okay, this is from the Lemonade Shop, and I had to go grab a skein of their yarn. I have some of their yarn. I've used it and I really like it. Lemonade Shop, but they did a colorway for Pantone's color of the year. Does it say? Oh yeah, Viva Magenta. So this is the Pantone color of the year. is magenta. So I had to go grab a, because Lemonade Shop does bright colors so well. That's really fun. I don't know what I'll use that for, but I don't know, I'll find something. And then this is from my like favorite yarn dyer of all time, Lauren at Treehouse Knits. And she released a winter tonals. And I didn't get every color. I restrained myself, but I had to get quite a few of them. So, this is Treehouse Knits. Happy, no thank you. And I got a couple, I got one color in, so this is Winter Mint. And I got a skein of DK because I thought it would go with, I have a Serendipity skein of DK of hers that I think, we'll see, I'll have to go put it up next to it, that I think that this is going to go really nicely with, that I'm like working into like a like 5 or 6 skein fade. I have other ones of hers, but oh, isn't that pretty? And then I got a sock as well. Okay, and then this is Eden, because green, oh my god, that green's so good. I can't resist the green. This is First Frost. It's like the perfect silver. And then this is Basalt. And look at these three together. That has like a 3 skein shawl written all over it, doesn't it? And then this, I have a bunch of, like, I have some Serendipity skeins of hers that have a lot of green in them. Or I might do, hey, no thank you, a single skein, like cowl or something. Just can't resist the greens. Her yarns are absolutely the most yummy color. Squishy. Okay, I'm going to go because he's being... I'm so sorry for the dog. I'm going to go. I'll see you in another couple days. Bye. Hey, y'all. I'm back. It is Tuesday, the 17th. The 17th. The first half of January has flown by. So I'm going to record this little clip and get them all put together and upload kind of a first half of January update. Over the weekend, it was like all things Becca, my youngest. We celebrated her birthday, which is actually tomorrow. Tomorrow she'll be 17. So we celebrated her birthday on Saturday, and then on Sunday, her dance competition team had their annual fundraiser show. It's really just a chance for them to get all of their routines on stage in costume before the season starts the beginning of next month. So, but it's always fun because it's the first time that we get to see all of their competition numbers for the season. So that was really, really fun. And then yesterday, Abby, our middle, went back to school, went back to New York for her spring semester. So things are now solidly back into, even though it was like another strange 3-day weekend, things are finally settling back into routine a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts. But I wanted to come on and show you what I've been working on. And yeah, let's talk stitching. I didn't get any purchases or anything. Although I'm starting to see like all the teasers for like the Tea Time collab at Nashville, and all the like starting to see the designers panic about Nashville, which is making me very excited, and I'm sure that we'll be buying in Nashville. Okay, so let's see. First things first, 25/7 piece, which is Stars Bright, and I'm chugging away on this. This is where I am. So I finished, I thought, oh, I have a little bit of good natural light. I'll do this. And now it's getting gray again. We'll see. I don't really want to turn on the overhead lights because they're really yellow. We'll see how far we can get with this. I finished out this page of border and did this branch. And now I've started in on the bird. And it's pretty much all that is, like, there's bird and more of this branch on this page. And then I just have this last page to do, which is words. So tugging right along. That's looking really good. And then last week, I think I had popped on, I can't remember when I recorded last. I should have checked. But I don't think I showed you where I finished on Peace on Earth. So this is Peace on Earth. This was on my medium Whip Go board. So it got 2 more days last week, and this is where I ended. Maybe I did show you this. I don't know. I finished out the house and got some more of the snow done, but it, yeah, it's not close enough to a finish to put on my close to a finish list. Oh, and with the light so bad you can't hardly see the white on the camera, but that's okay. The house looks amazing. So that is Peace on Earth, and so that's all done. That goes away. It's not going to come back out again this year. So hopefully that'll be a finish next year. We'll see. And then I got 3 more days on, and like a little bit. I also worked on this some on Saturday because I didn't have a lot of stitching time on Thursday and Friday. So this is Fragments in Time. And I got really good progress on this. Probably because I gave it a little extra, but I just wanted to get to a really good stopping point. So here is where I am. Dragging things with me. Okay. So I got number 2 all done. I decided to leave the date. I worked on this some on Saturday morning with my stitching group, and I had said no to 2018. And since I'm not totally sure, I thought about just getting real cocky and putting 2024 in there, but I'll just do this last when it's all done. So I got this all done. I brought this border over, finished this border, brought this border over, and this feels like a really good stopping point. This will come out again because it's on my large Whip Go board. All my large pieces have 2 blocks. So it'll come out for another 6 days, and if I can get like this and this done, do we think I could get 2 more? That would be amazing, because then I'd be over halfway done. So exciting, because I really want this finished before my 50th, so that during like my 50 starts, I can start the 2022 Fragments in Time. Okay, and then the only other thing that I worked on, oh, not totally true, is Farewell to Anger. And this, just because we were like, had such a busy weekend, got hardly any work. I only got like 220 stitches this weekend. That's it. So here, and then you can see at the top of the diagonals, I tend to go in like 200 block sections so now starting here, I'll come down 200 and I'll do all the parked threads, and then I'll put in all the rest of the colors. But sometimes if a color only has like 1 or 2 stitches that aren't in the middle of other parked threads, I'll just go ahead and do them all in the diagonal. Sometimes I just cross country through the whole diagonal if there's not much left. So that's it. So far in January, wah-wah on keeping up with however many stitches a day I would need for full coverage, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then yesterday, I started working on my second medium Whip Go call, which is Winter Stitching. It's in Just Cross Stitch, February 2021. So this is it. It's a Barbara Anna. And you can see there's lots of snowflakes in here. I put it on a blue so they would show up better, and I'm not going to put in winter stitching. I just am doing the border. There's border down here, and I'm leaving the winter stitching off. I just don't think that's necessary. I think it's cuter without. And so I worked on this last night, and I got pretty good progress. And my hope is that I finish this up Probably not tonight because it'll get tonight and then next Monday and Tuesday. But I would love to finish this next Monday and then spend that extra night on my New Year, New Start. So here's where I got to. Last night I put in a lot of these leaves on the side border, as well as like all these white snowflakes, which trust me, these show up really nice in person. Oh, there we go. I just have to get the light on them the right way. I did almost all of these snowflakes. This scissor, the top hat for that next snowman. So I need to do this snowman, and there's another snowman here, and then the girl and the trees and buildings. So, but I am just going to try to go ham on this like tonight and next Monday and see if I can finish it out. That would be excellent. And this is really cute. And then I'll probably just do a hoop finish and get it up on the wall or something. It's really nice. And I'll have lots of this fabric left. It's a really pretty light blue. It's a really pretty light blue, grayish blue. This is Sleet by Be Stitch Me, which might be a regular color now. It was a December 2020 fabric of the month, but she might have this color in the shop now, Sleet. Okay, so that's all the stitching. I do want to show what I've been working on knitting wise. I've been kind of busy, so I haven't done a ton of knitting. I did do a knitting 2022 finish and whip parade, so that's up. But I've been working on my sweater, and I decided I was going to do a ball of the sweater, and then I'll switch back to the anthology throw. So I'm getting close. Like, this is all I have left of this ball that I'm working on. So when I finish this, I'm going to go back to the anthology throw and do another mini, and then I'll come back to the sweater. So, but I did throw in a progress marker. I'm just working on the body. So like, this is the bottom. You can see there's but so I threw in this progress marker so you can see. So this is how much I've done. And when I got going, I realized that the last time I was knitting on it, I don't know if y'all can see, I clearly had several rounds where I forgot to like do this little make one and slip one business. I did it perfectly on the back line. See, whoop, that looks great. But here at where the beginning of the round marker is, I clearly was just like slipping. This is my beginning of round marker, which is from Native Knitter. She has amazing patterns, but she also occasionally carries stitch markers and stuff in her shop. I clearly just like slipped it and kept going. I don't think that I can go down and fix that, because I would need to have enough yarn to make one. So here's what I'm doing. Also, clearly when I got back on track, I also whatever. I'm going to take this progress marker off so I can put it back up there. Y'all know how I am with cross stitching. I just fudge. If I can fudge, I will frog if I absolutely have to. But like this, I don't want to go back that many rounds. So here's what I think. I think because our eyes will like automatically fill in a line, I think I'm not fixing it. Like, it's going to be there, like right here. That mistake's going to be there where you lose this line and then it picks up again. Tell me what you think. I mean, if you're a knitter that would like be a deal breaker for you, I mean, that's fine. You can tell me I should absolutely, but that's just a lot of stitches to tink out, or to like, I mean, I could put a lifeline in, an afterthought lifeline in here, rip this all out and do it again, but I just don't think I want to. And I'm not sure. You tell me. You tell me when this is on. Hold on. I'm going to show you. When I'm wearing this, are we going to notice that, or is your eye just going to fill in that line? I don't know. I think your eye's going to fill in the line. I don't think anybody's going to notice. And it's my first sweater. So I don't know. I don't think I want to go put that lifeline in and rip all that out that I've done. I just noticed it like last night. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't slip the stitches there. Oh, well. Tell me what you think. Do I need to go back and rip that all out? Or is your eye just not, are you not even going to notice it once it's on? I'm not sure I'm going to notice. Or I'm not sure I'm going to care. Maybe I should try it on and see. We'll see. Happy. I don't know why he's always like this when I film. Hold on. Okay. But that's it. That's all I have. I'm going to put this progress marker back up now where I am. And so you can see the progress on it next time. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I need to rip all that out. That would make me really sad. I'm a non-ripper outer. It's about a finger's width. That's messed up. I clearly was on a roll and just kept going and completely forgot to slip that stitch at the beginning of the round. That's it. That's all I have. I am going to get this all uploaded and, yeah, I will start over in another couple days, maybe on Thursday or Friday. I'll come back and, show you my starting point on Zimmerman coverlet, and yeah, see you then. Bye.